Birmingham is a city and a metropolitan borough in the West Midlands of England. It is the most populous British city outside the capital London. The second most populous urban area in the United Kingdom with a population of just over 2 million. There is a forum set up in Sparkbrook which consists of 6 resident groups who all play a major role in supporting the community. With the election approaching on Thursday 10th November 2011, Sparkbrook Neighbourhood Forum invited all the local major election candidates to come onto the streets and experience for themselves what the volunteers do every other weekend. Fly tipping is a major concern around Sparkbrook. 1.5 tonnes of rubbish was picked up by the Neighbourhood Forum on 2nd October 2011 during their Clean Medina project. One does wonder sometimes where all this rubbish keeps coming from. This is something that the candidate, whoever wins the election, will have to work closely with the Neighbourhood Forum in order to eradicate.
The forum basically is an amalgamation, a representation of all the people that are living in Sparkbrook. We have about 22,500 people that live here, and we represent them on many different levels in terms of health, education, environment, well-being. And that's what's happening today is to do with getting the candidates who are standing for our local council elections to start working together as part of our Sparkbrook in Unity. And Ashraf will tell you more about that.
Sparkbrook in Unity event will happen in week's time, but this is like a before event where we want to stick to the same theme, and we are going to name it Candidates in Unity. And basically, because the election coming up here, we still want to show these candidates who will be elected, that the real problems and the concerns within that area. We have volunteers who do it weekly in the forum, and it's very, very hard work, and they do use their time. So it's something we want to show them that we do need support with, and we need help with. And when the candidates do themselves here, it kind of shows exactly what us volunteers do. At the same time, it gives them an idea of the problems and where the support is needed. So today's event hopefully should highlight that, but at the same time, with all 4 candidates working together, it's the message the forum wants to give. No matter what party you're with, what your principles are, working as a team, we will achieve more. And as today will prove, we will get the streets clean as long as we work together, and that's the message from the forum to the candidates.
Down the bottom, that end. Don't worry, you don't. Check. Give me a hand over.
Coalition colleague?
Saha, come here.
Well, I think you should.
No, but Miss Avenue.
Huh? So, are you willing to come every month now? No, I told them that. Seriously? I don't care. I need to know the back now. Come on, we'll see after the election. Get out. Yeah, man, everything goes to your hands. Oh, yeah. Hey.
So far, we've done it 3 times, I think.
That's fine, that's fine.
Let's talk to Saha. Saha, can you tell us who you are and what you're all about around here, please?
I'm the Conservative Party candidate.
Black bag.
All about my background, my track record is all about charity work, helping the community, putting people before myself, and not just doing it for votes.
Okay, so what are you doing here right now? What's going
We're
on?
just cleaning the area.
Okay, and how well do you know Sparkbrook, Sarah?
Well, pretty well. I was born and bred in Birmingham. I come to Stratford Road to shop, to Ladypool Road, the restaurants, the area, the diverse communities. I know it very well.
And how well do you know the community?
Very well.
So if I asked you what kind of makeup, socioeconomic makeup your community has, could you tell me?
More or less. I mean, I'm not a walking data, but yes.
Sure. And what kind of priorities do you think you have in the community?
I think the priorities are not just issues like cleaning streets. I think they're very important, but for me, young people's issues are very important. Women's issues, small businesses. I want to champion these, and charities. There are a lot of amazing local charities in Sparkbrook ward and in the area, and I want to be able to support them.
So what party are you, sorry?
Conservative.
And so the Conservatives are in power at the moment, aren't they?
Nationally or locally? Locally, it's the Tory Lib Dem partnership.
Okay,
that's right.
So do you think that they've fed this community well?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Could you give me evidence of how the current
Every single ward in Birmingham gets a budget.
Okay.
That budget is spent based on how councillors, sitting councillors in the ward decide. Now, if that budget is not being spent in order to support the residents and the local people, that is not anybody's fault except the councillors who are representing them in the area.
And the councillor is a liberal conservative coalition?
No. The councillor is Labour, Tony Kennedy.
Okay.
There's a Respect councillor, I believe.
Okay.
These are the councillors of the area, and they are responsible for whatever shortcomings this area has.
Okay,
It's important.
The coalition, then. Let's just be clear. The coalition doesn't take any responsibility for the community.
They do for funding and budgets,
Okay.
and as far as I'm aware, they have fulfilled those. How the money is being spent and where it's going is a question that residents should be asking their local councillors.
Tell us who you are and what you're doing here, please.
Yeah, I'm the candidate for the Respect Party, Mohammed Ishaq. I'm here part of a Sparkbrook Neighbourhood Forum project to clean up. We've been doing Anderton Road, Ansell Road, Sydenham Road, and now we're on Poplar Road. We're the Resident Association of Poplar Road.
Okay. So tell us about your priorities for this area.
Well, priorities basically, I mean, I was a councillor for 4 years, and one of our main priorities was having a clean up of the area. When I first became a councillor, I funded Sparkbrook Neighbourhood Forum to purchase a truck, which is just being used today as well. And we're just trying to set up resident associations at that time, but it wasn't very successful, where everybody helps and pulls in with the councillors and work together as a team. Because the area has been failing, clearly because of the coalition that is set up at the moment.
So we've just heard from one of the opposing candidates that responsibility for this area is to do with the local councillors. If you've just suggested that you are one of the local councillors, do you feel that you've lived up to that responsibility?